Good evening, Big League. This is Will Parsons here. I am your celebrity picker for this week. I am honored to be named to such a high position amongst other esteemed pickers, such as a former youth pastor, another former youth pastor, and a guy from Alabama. So you got some real big names this year. Without further ado, let's get to the picks. I put in a lot of number crunching, some hard data-driven analytics, and I can say with 100% certainty all of these are going to turn out exactly as I pick, so just go ahead and pencil these in, okay? Just go ahead. First matchup, we have Check My Balls versus Berwick Boomers. Unfortunately, I think this week will not be okay for the Boomers. I see Check My Balls as having a big win. I think checking your balls is always a winning move. You need to be health conscious and smart. This is a really good team. You could basically say they're like the Astros of the big league. They're the best. So go ahead and mark in Check My Balls winning this week. Our second matchup is Neptune's Nipples versus the Weiser Wizards. This is a tough one. Both of these teams are having a rough year, I think is putting it lightly. However, it has been very cold recently, and I think that Neptune's Nipples are going to be playing nice and hard, just like all of our nipples are outside right now. So Neptune's Nipples have the edge in this one. Our next matchup is Cops with Jeeps versus Prison Mike, an old jail yard brawl, the longest yard, if you will. With this one, I think that the thin blue line for the Cops with Jeeps is unfortunately about as far as they're going to get. They're not going to get much past the line of scrimmage. So Prison Mike coming out on top this week. Up next, we have Growing to the Top versus the Grizzly Wintergreens. Once again, not feeling so good about these Wintergreens. I don't think they'll get much past the skull line, and I think that the grower is also going to be a shower and show out this week, so Growing to the Top, getting the dub. Up next, we have the Buzz Light Beers and the Bad Boys. Cameron, sorry, but I think this has been a very apt name this year. This seems like the Bad Boys are the bad team in this one. Buzz Light Beers, hey, less calories, more wins. Going Buzz Light Beers. Next, we have the Roaring Buffaloes versus the Windy City Warlocks. Heck of a year for the Roaring Buffaloes. I think they're going to keep on roaring, and this week is going to blow for the Windy City. Next, we have the Dire Wolves versus the Red-Headed Woody Peckers. I don't feel too strongly about either one of these teams. So I'm basing this mostly on the fact that to this day, Derek Lovelace still scares me a little bit, and I don't think I could pick a Justin Wolf team to win in good conscience. So the Red-Headed Woody Peckers getting the dub this week. And finally, we have the Zealous Zooroos versus the AD Fantasy Football Team. I see what you're going there for, Austin. Making fun of Washington football team. But you know what? You're living in the past, man. They came up with a new name. And I think your team, unfortunately, is going to be living in the past, falling behind. I like the alliteration, Zealous Zooroos. You may be at the end of the alphabet, but you're at the top of the charts. I think you're winning this week. All right, too easy. Give me something hard next time. Have a good week.